lovies, welcome or welcome back to my channel, Extreme Tarot, where we do moon readings, pick a cards, and zodiac readings. Today we're doing a pick a card, a look into how your person is feeling about you. So I have three options for you to choose from: pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Pile 1 is this heart-shaped stone here. I do not remember the name of this, and the Everyday Witch Tarot. Pile 2 is this rose quartz, titanium rose quartz. And the Affirmators or Affirmators Tarot, I don't know how you're supposed to say that. Pile 3 is this citrine geode and the Naked Heart Tarot. So go ahead, pause the video if you need to. Otherwise, I will see you at your pile. Bye. Hey guys, so if you chose pile 1, oh, hi Gwen, this crystal and the Everyday Witch Tarot, this is going to be your reading to see how your person's feeling about you. We're going to get into the tarot later. I have some pre-shuffled oracles that we're going to look into now just to get their general energy towards you. So what's their overall energy? First, we have the card Friendship. Nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship and your love life will dramatically improve. The next card we have is the Badger Spirit. Be fearless and bold, number 4. The next card we have is the Quincunx Complexity card. Okay. And then we have Parrot Spirit. Watch your words. Just put this like, oh. I'm just gonna put this back here. And then we have opposition, balance. Okay. So the fact that we got two, I don't know what you, aspects, sorry, I couldn't think of the word, tells me that this person is thinking a lot about the way that they're like relating to you, maybe the way that they're communicating with you, because we have watch your words. I feel like they're trying to take a very careful approach, and I'm also thinking this because of the song that you guys got that I shuffled for you, which was the Safety Dance by Men Without Hats. A great 80s jam. But yeah, like, I feel like this person thinks that they have to do things in a certain way, like be by the book. With this 4, it's making me think of the Emperor, so they could be really like career focused and like feel like they could only offer you friendship right now. I feel like, yeah, they're being very conscious of what they're saying to you and not saying. Like, watch your words. It's almost like I feel like they don't want to promise you anything or lead you on. I feel like that's almost good in a way, because I don't think that they want to hurt you. Like, they're considering your feelings. They're like considering your feelings a lot. They're considering like the way you guys like relate to each other. I feel like they almost know that they may be frustrating you. Because for the Quincunx, we have irritates, puzzles, mystifies, complicates, contradicts, clashes, misses the mark, requires translation, adjusts, makes curious, educates, and transforms. So that's making me think that they could be, because we have be fearless and bold and Parrot Spirit, so they could be like almost contradicting themselves a lot of the time, because maybe like they're just coming at you like, hey, blah, 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 or telling you like a little bit of their feelings, or like they're giving you a little bit more, but then all of a sudden they're like in this Parrot Spirit energy where they're watching their words. What does this opposition say? Relates, mirrors, interacts, confronts, makes conscious, manifests, disciplines, conflicts with, tests, objectifies, and calls out. So what was I just, what did I just see that just, I was thinking about? Makes conscious. Yeah, I think they're very conscious. And especially if you have a past with this person, they're maybe very conscious of what happened in the past, how like maybe their mixed signals could have been misconstrued, and they just
don't want to like have to owe you anything, I would say. It's like weird, but I feel like it's almost like they don't want to give you too much, so you don't expect too much. And even like their friendship might be a little bit irritating, because especially if this person has kind of said to you like, oh, like, I don't want a relationship or blah blah blah, but it's like they don't seem like they want a friendship either, and you're probably confused. um but I feel like that might just be part of the plan. I mean, maybe I'm getting a sense that like they do have like strong feelings for you here. Like they're obviously thinking about you a lot. I think they're thinking that you guys are very similar, because it says relates mirrors. And even if you're not like exactly similar, like there's some sort of like sense of understanding between you, where maybe you were like raised the same, or there's something that you have in common where this person feels like maybe you really get them. And so that maybe it's too difficult to be friends with you, because when they are like around you, it's like I feel like this fearless and bold side takes over, where because it looks like this badger's like holding flowers, like where it's almost like they want to like offer like some romantic gesture or words or something, but then like this other side of them comes out. So this other side of them, let me just finish my thoughts, I always do this, I'm sorry. Like this other side of them comes out, um this like more cautious side, like danger, like stop it, you know. And like it makes them kind of clamp down. Yeah, because with the quincunx, irritates, puzzles, and mystifies, I feel like contradicts. I feel like that's also themselves contradicting like not contradicting each other, themselves contradicting themselves. And then like you're probably also frustrated, because again you're getting kind of like two different sides of them, and you're trying to like make sense of it all. um it's like almost like they feel inferior to you, because it's almost like they see you as like more higher up than them, because I'm noticing like the way this seesaw looking thing, I don't know what this is actually supposed to be, but it reminds me of like a seesaw. It's like you're like higher up there, like they would just drag you down or something like that, or like that you would have like so much more to offer than they would. I don't know. And like maybe they just feel like they're not where they want to be in their career here, so it's best for them to just be by themselves until they like figure it out. So if that sounds like your situation, let's dive into the tarot and just see how your person is feeling about you. How is pile one's person about pile and their heart? Ooh. We have the Devil and the Ten of Pentacles. How is pile one's person feeling about pile one? We have Judgment. How is pile one's person feeling about pile one? The World. And one last one. How is pile one's person feeling about pile one? The Four of Pentacles. And the Four of Cups on the bottom of the deck. All right. So again, here we see almost like this sense of like the one person with the two different like sides between them. I feel like they're very tempted to sort of like come towards you and express some feelings. I feel like they almost, or even if it's like more of like a sexual way, like maybe they almost feel like they're very attracted to you with the Devil card being here, and they could very easily kind of get caught up in like a sexual relationship with you. So that's why they almost have this block up against you, where it's like they don't want to like sacrifice your friendship in a way in the name of like a sexual relationship if you are friends. And if you're not friends, then I'm just speaking of like that care that they would have, like, you know, like the way you would just care about someone that was your friend, even just like an acquaintance, like just caring about you as a person, you know, even if you don't have an officially like established friendship together. But there's something about, maybe they feel like with judgment here that you would call them out, or that like you have called them out in the past or something like that, because it said calls out here on this card. And also with the judgment, it's like she has a some sort of musical instrument, and it's like she's blowing it and like this music is coming out, but it's like, again, that's making me think of like your words coming out. And maybe like your person just thinks that, I feel like if something has happened in the past where like you did call them out, I feel like they have learned from it and they're trying not to repeat the same mistake, if that makes sense. Especially if they tried to like proposition you for sex, or if they like you guys did have sex and they kind of like ghosted you out, like, and then you were like pissed off about it and you're like, okay, well, you're like sleeping with me but then you can't call me the next day, like whatever the situation was, like they're either like trying to learn from that like in the past, or they just are trying not to do that to you in the first place, I would say. So yeah, with the Ten of Pentacles here, I think they are seeing you as somebody of value. They're seeing that you guys almost could like build together, but like at the same time on this Ten of Pentacles card, there's two people sitting there, and maybe they just feel like they don't have what it takes to like bring their side to the table here. I feel like they're trying to get more stability in their life, because the Ten of Pentacles is a very like stable card. And then we had the Four of Pentacles and the Four of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Oh, and the Knight of Pentacles underneath that. Hello. So it's like, again, like they're trying to maybe like get themselves straightened up. Maybe they've been like drinking a lot. Or maybe they're like trying not to drink, or like thinking about not drinking, because the way he's like staring at these cups, and it's like someone, like the waiter's like bringing him another one, and I don't know. I'm getting a sense that they could be feeling guilty over like their lifestyle choices, especially with the devil being here. Here he's has like a bag of cash and like ice cream. Like, come with me, kids. Like, I'll give you this bag of treats. It's just like, you know, that's like the way. What is it? Your id? Is it your id that is always the one telling you like just your impulse? Like, you know, like they're trying to learn impulse control is what I'm getting. And with you, especially if they're really desiring like a sexual relationship with you, I feel like they're trying to like almost like hold back from that. And also in their own life. I see that they do have money on their mind. We have Saturn energy here twice. They're trying to be more disciplined and more rigid with themselves, I would say. They're trying to get to a place where they just feel like they don't have a care in the world, but I don't think they're at that place yet. They're like almost like at this place where they're trying to like look at the mess of their life, I would say. I mean, I don't know how messy it actually is. It might not even be that bad, but to them it's like this whole, it's like the world. It's like they're putting it on a big scale here. But it's like, oh my god, sorry. I hate when I just blank out like that. They're putting it on a big scale. What was I just saying? Oh, they're trying to clean up the mess. So like they're putting it on a bigger scale maybe than it actually is, or maybe they're putting it on the exact scale that it needs to be on, because maybe things have been like, yeah, I'm noticing like a drink here too. Like maybe they've just kind of been going on, carrying on without a care in the world, but meanwhile, like their life has kind of like become a mess, and now they're trying to like take a look, I think, at what has been going on and try to fix it. So how are they feeling about you? I feel like they're almost like embarrassed for you to know what their life is actually like, or something about their life that they're ashamed. There's some kind of sense of like, I don't want you to see what's in this box, or like I don't want you to see, like I've been hiding from you. Like they are keeping themselves like locked up in this room, but it's not because they don't want to see you. I think they're like embarrassed or ashamed of like whatever's been like going on in their own life. And even though sometimes I do feel like their emotions sort of take them over and make them want to like kind of come at you with some like romantic gesture, or just kind of throw caution to the wind and just like take a chance, it's like something like in their instincts is telling them like it's not the right time. Um, you need to wait. Friendship, nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship, and your love life will dramatically improve. So in their mind, you know, I feel like they think that being a friend to you right now is a good compromise, which you may not agree with, but they're thinking that I think they don't want to like break the ties that they have with you. I don't know like the extent of your contact or not, but if they're not contacting you, they could be thinking about like striking up a friendship again. And if you are in contact with them and it feels like it's not progressing, it could just be because they're a little busy right now progressing their own life. We're going the 20 to the 21 judgment to the world. Pluto energy to Saturn. So it's like they might have went through some sort of like reckoning, some sort of emotional turmoil recently that has kind of like given way to them like trying to like get to know this Saturn energy and like experiment with like discipline and getting some maybe financial stability in their life. Some sort of physical stability in their life again, whether that's just working out, like managing their money, like I was talking about, drinking less, like getting things regulated. They're trying to regulate certain things in their life. So you are on their mind. They're very attracted to you, but at the same time, I think they're kind of worried about if they were to communicate with you right now, that it might end up upsetting things even more, and it's best to just lay low, is what I would say. So, all right, let's see what else. I'm just gonna get my message cards. And we are going to see what they would say to you, and then we are going to close out the reading. So what would pile one's person want to say to pile one right now? What would they actually want to say to them? What would pile one's person... Oh. I can see clearly now coming out right on top of Judgment. I feel like, again, they did have some sort of like epiphany or something. Maybe like almost like an emotional epiphany. That kind of changed their perspective a little bit. Oh, you smell so good. I mean, I feel like they're definitely thinking about you in a sensual way. Let's see what else. The way you smell, the way you taste, or would taste. I hate saying stuff like that. Ugh, gross, cringe. But the way you would look, there you go. That's not cringy to say. How else? I never meant to hurt you. So yeah, if any of you were like having something happen in the past, it's like they didn't mean to hurt you. And if you did express that like they did hurt you by their behavior, it's like they are trying not to do it again. Like I was saying, like they recognized the hurt that they caused. They've, I think, looked at both sides of the situation, and it's like they're trying to like keep that from happening again. How am I able to feel you when you're miles away? If you feel like you have some sort of like soul connection with them, you know, that could just be extra confirmation, or it could just be that they're like, they have dreams about you, they think about you, they really like can't stop thinking about you, even if they've like tried to separate themselves from you. It's like it never stops. You're badass. Okay, yeah, maybe they're trying to be more like you over here. Be fearless and bold. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, they like that you're badass apparently, or they're just recognizing it. And again, like maybe they don't feel like such a badass. They maybe like, and it's coming over Judgment. Like, so maybe again, they took a look at their life and it's just kind of been like, I don't know. I do feel like they're comparing themselves to you, which isn't like fair because everyone's on their own journey. But let's see what else. You do nice things just to be nice and not so other people will applaud you. And that's coming out right under I never meant to hurt you, but it's blue, which is making me think that that's more what they're thinking about. So I'm thinking that they think that you're like a nice person, you're like actually a good person, and they don't want to like hurt you, like, and they're thinking about, like I was saying, the things in the past and how look, you always try to be fair. And I think again they're trying to do the same now or something. Wait, let me put these up here. I don't know like where this, let me see where the camera is at. Oh, you could see it.
All right. Let's see what else. What would pile one's person want to say to pile one? We have, you always have such nice things to say. And you're literally the cutest thing I've ever seen. So they're very complimentary of you. Your authenticity is so refreshing. So yeah, I mean, they definitely think very highly of you. And I think they're just trying to like kind of get up to par, or they're at least like entertaining the idea or something like that right now. I don't know like how far they're along they are. The Four of Pentacles, it's almost like, I feel like they're thinking about how if they just keep giving into temptation, like they're never going to reach like and be where they want to be. And it's like, they have to like maybe have some discipline in order to like get there or something like that. So, all right, pile one, that was your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I would love to have you subscribe to my channel if you like my readings. And I will catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hey, lovey. So if you chose pile two and the titanium rose quartz, and I'll put you right here, and the Affirmators Tarot, we're going to get into this later. Right now, we're going to look into some pre-shuffled oracle cards that I got you here. We're going to be looking into how your person is feeling about you. So the first card we got is don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it is only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. We have the dog spirit, number 19, be loyal to what you love. And then we have the cat spirit, claim your independence. We have a Virgo, the alchemist, and the Numinous mystery. Okay, so this is one of those piles that I feel like might be your own energy sort of like reflected back at you. I'm still gonna like read it as if like I'm reading to your person, because like just in case it's not and it really is your person. But, and that's what this reading's supposed to be about. But I feel like maybe if you want an objective look at your own energy, this might be something you would want to take a look at. But all right, so what is going on here? I'm getting a lot of opposite energy. We have dogs and cats, which I'm not saying they're opposite, but like, I don't know, kind of like, and then Virgo versus like numinous mystery energy, like a very earthy energy versus like a very like spiritual energy, excuse me. And I feel like right now you're trying to like make a decision. Your person is trying to make a decision and weigh their options on should I be loyal to what I love or should I claim my independence? Like maybe they're thinking about I feel like your person feels like exasperated. I feel that they want to be loyal to what they love, which I'm assuming is you. This is how they're feeling about you. Like, but at the same time, there's a reason that they're like maybe not feeling appreciated by you, or not feeling seen by you, or not feeling anything by you, you know, like it's kind of like come to a halt and they're like, what should I do? Like, should I just stay the course or should I like get on up out of here? Like they don't know. So I feel like your person, I'm getting a sense of like exasperation from your person. Like what the hell? Like what is going on? What was their song that you got? It was I Keep on Falling by Gabriella Whited, who, if you don't know, she's like a fitness queen. Like I love her so much. Yeah, I reshape my body because of her. Like she has videos on YouTube, Gabriella Whited. But anyway, I also like her music. She plays them in her workout videos, and she hooked me. But this song, I Keep on Falling, I Keep on Falling. Oh, I just thought of Alicia Keys when I just said that, but I keep on falling in and out of love. I mean, maybe that song is like resonating too, but I keep on falling into pieces every day. You don't need me in the way that I need you. I keep on falling when you say that you can't stay. Why'd you have to go away when I need you? No one could ever try to make me feel this way because you make me feel insane and I want to.
I keep on falling, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so it's like, again, like exasperated, like they feel insane, like they feel like so confused and like, what the hell, like with your mixed signals, like I don't get you, like, because it's almost, and that song talks about how like, I just want to know if you're texting other girls, like it talks about um, how like I became your habit, like sleeping with me became your habit or something like that, where it's like you're almost like your person feels like almost they're letting themselves be like played with for your benefit, but at the same time, like there's no one but you, so they'll just kind of keep on playing the game in a way. And they, I feel like are very like I was saying, conflicted. Like they almost want not even to teach you a lesson, because I think they are very loyal to you in their heart. Like they just can't help it. That's just like a connection that exists between the two of you. But at the same time, like their like mind is like sick of this shit, you know? Like they're kind of just like, what the hell? Like I think I said that already, but I think that's something that they would say. And it's almost like I feel like they try to distract themselves with work. Like we have Virgo here, the alchemist, methodical, aligned, ritualistic, efficient, insightful, healthy, dutiful, discerning, witchy, subtle, pure, refined, accurate, solitary, curatorial, critical, nervous, and perfectionist. I feel like they try to distract themselves with like little things in their day, organizing things, like I don't know, I'm just getting like they're trying to like keep themselves distracted. I think like they're loyal to you in a way um that they don't want to like crowd you if they know that that's what you want, but at the same time it's like, why are you so resistant to me? Like, why are you so resistant to this? If you really wanted to be with me, like, you wouldn't be. So it's like, do you just want to use me? Like, do you just want, like, what do you want? Like, they don't know what you want and they don't get it. Like, they're just exasperated and confused. And I feel like with this, like, whole, let's see, cat spirit, claim your independence. I just want to read this. The unknown, the unknowable, ESP, psychic abilities, the cosmo, universal truth, oneness, source, the unnameable, shadow work, inner knowing, tingling, ghosts, other worlds, space, enigmas, the occult, intuition. I feel like with this, like, I think their intuition almost like does tell them that like almost like to be loyal to what they love, which is you. But I think they're starting to think like, is that what it's saying? Like, is that what I want it to say? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, is this really what my intuition, or is this like a habit? Like, do you ever hear of like limerence, where it's like you fixate on a person that you can't have in order to like almost sabotage yourself from like having like a healthy relationship? I think they might be wondering like, is it something like that, even if they haven't like ever heard of that or looked that up. But like maybe like if they started talking to a therapist or something like that, they suggested that like, oh, like you're probably just like infatuated with this person because you can't have them, and it's a way for you to avoid like having like a healthy relationship, and you don't have to give up your independence. In a way, it is you claiming your independence, because you know you're not getting anywhere with this. And even if like no one said that to them, like maybe that's something that they're just, this is what's going on in their head. I feel like their mind's going in circles, um and they kind of don't know what to do next. Insightful, healthy, dutiful. I feel like they've taken on this connection with you almost as a sense of duty. Like they have to do this. Like it is, and it's almost so like intrinsic that they don't really question it, like their intuition, because it's just that's what they want to do. But at the same time, now they're starting to question the the inner knowing. Like they're wondering if they're just like making it up in their head because they love you, and if there really isn't anything special here at all, and they're just kind of being played with or used in some way. So, okay, that's what I have. If that sounds like you or your connection, let's dive into the tarot and see how your person is feeling about you, pile 2. How is pile 2's person feeling towards pile 2? Oh, okay. The 4 of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, the Star. How is pile 2's person feeling towards pile 2? The 2 of Pentacles. I'm just going to take the ones that flipped up right. One more, please, for pile 2. The 5 of Wands. Okay, with the Ace of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. I feel like they felt very sure about you for a very long time. Like, this is something that has, like, really, this isn't like, I wouldn't say that this is probably a new connection, because this is something that that has stood the test of time, that has been tested, and they have not given up. Like, this is a very solid love that they have for you, the way that this is depicted with the pentacle being in their heart. But again, I feel like they have offered their cup to you, their metaphorical cup, whether it's just like an invitation to hang out or a kind word or whatever, like a text. I don't know. You know, they've tried to like offer it to you, but it's like, you're just not, like, look at these two. It's like, hey, you want this? And it's like this little hippo is just hoarding his pentacles and like looking at these 3 birds on his shoulder, which is making me think of like third party, 3 of Cups. Like, and again, this is just like your person's perception, but they maybe think that you're talking to other people, which maybe you are, but it's like, I think they almost feel that you're greedy, and they're too giving. Like, it's almost like, why am I giving everything away to this person who like has so much and has other people? Like, maybe I'm better off just like giving this love to myself and just sort of like making myself like the star of my own show. The star of my own show, yeah. Like at the center of my own universe again, which, yeah, like is a very healthy thing to do. So I'm glad that they're thinking that. But at the same time, I noticed there's this like other star here. I feel like they think that your energy is like eclipsing their own in a way. And it's like, they're not like blaming you for it, but they're like at some point like, what is this? Like, this has to stop. They feel like it's a big distraction. It's a big energy drain or suck on them. Maybe not you, but like the thought of you and the confusion and all that. Again, almost like you're like their North Star, and like if they're not following you, it's almost like I've been following like the wrong path the whole time. I feel like they're really questioning like their heart and their path right now. And if it's leading them in the right direction, or if they should try to almost like find a new path. And again, we have the 2 of Pentacles and the 5 of Wands, where it's like, again, this like two, and again, we just had the Ace of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, which is like an energy that I think they were in for a very long time. And then we had the King of Swords underneath that, where it's like they made this decision and they were firm in this decision. I cannot say that word. Like, I have an issue saying that word. I'm sorry. But it's like now, though, like now we have the 2 of Pentacles. It's like that one ball of like this love here is like split, and they're just like looking at this other option again. Like, maybe I'm not saying it's another person, but like this option of like maybe claiming their independence and being free, and maybe like recognizing this as like a toxic pattern or a toxic relationship, or just something that is keeping them stuck. I mean, you know how long this has gone on. I don't. But it's like they feel like their life is almost like on hold, and that they're not able to move forward, and even that there might be like a lot of competition for you. And I feel like at one point they, you know, what's something that I'm getting here is that they've done a lot of work to sort of like, yeah, with this alchemist energy, to like prepare maybe for you, but or for their right relationship, you know, like they, it's like they feel like no matter what they do, it's never going to be good enough. Like almost like either the competition's too strong, or you don't have the same loyalty for them that they have for you. Like your heart isn't loyal to them in the way that theirs is loyal to you. Like I don't think there's anybody that could compare to you when it comes to this person, but I think on your end, they think that there is people that can compare to them and just like outrank them and outsmoke them. Like I don't know outsmoke what that even means, but that just I don't know. Anyway, outsmoke them. Okay, maybe you guys like to smoke together. I don't know, but that just like literally flowed out of my mouth. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like they're almost like thinking like, why am I competing? Why am I like trying to like run around and make someone deem me worthy? Like, fuck that. Like, I don't know. I feel like they're just kind of feeling like that. Like they're just sort of over the competition and over letting someone else be like the star of their own life. You know what I'm saying? And they're just sort of, they're really wrestling with this decision right now. All right, let's get some messages from them. But at the same time, like, they do really love you. And they do, I think if, like, they knew that, like, this loyalty was returned, they would jump at the chance to be with you. But they're, like, using logic with the Virgo energy. It's like they're using logic and they're like, but, you know that book, He's Just Not That Into You? Like, that's, like, what this feels like. Like, because in that book, it's like people are writing and they're like, listen, like, we have this great bond, but he's so busy at work and he's da-da-da-da. And then it's just like, Greg, the guy who wrote the book, writes back, he's like, wow, that's great, but he's just not that into you. Like, you know, like, maybe they, like, read that book recently or something, like, or just, like, I don't know, like, one of their friends said that, or they saw it on a show, like, something that just triggered them to be like, you know what? Maybe he's just not that into me. You always have such nice things to say. But see, that's like a way they could be generalizing it. Oh, but they're so nice, and they told me I was so pretty, and they told me that like they care about me and that they always will care about me and da 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 da. It's like, okay, but they're not like they're caring for you, your lonely little body every night, are they? Like, you know, like they're not really there caring for you. It doesn't matter what they say. I don't know. This is like the conversation I feel like your person's like having with themselves. I realized the only thing I've been fighting against this whole time is my own happiness. Yeah, like I feel like usually this card means like, and it's you, but I feel like they're like, maybe I'm sabotaging my own happiness by like holding on to something that is just like not going anywhere. I've made my choice be seeing you. But again, I really do feel like if you said that to them, like, oh, I've made my choice and I want to be with you or whatever, like, they would choose to be with you. It's not like they're like, oh, like, I don't want to be with you, but I think they really are wrestling with this where they're like, it's not even a choice when it comes to you because of the way that they feel, but at the same time, it's not reciprocated and they can't just, like, pine after you forever. I get so confused and don't know what's right. Should I contact you if I'm not ready for a full-blown relationship, or will that make things worse? I think, like, they are confused, and maybe, like I was saying, like, when they contact you and stuff, I think what I'm getting from this card is that your communication and the way you're contacting each other is, like, confusing them, you know? And it's, like, sending them mixed signals, and they don't know, like, what to make of it. Oh my god, this light is so hot. I feel you pushing me away. Yeah. They feel you pushing them away and they're like, okay. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Oh, you're so sweet. I'm not going to take all those, but just remember, you're so sweet. You're so sweet. Okay, that really wanted to come out. So, but then again, that's like, maybe they think like, oh, like I thought this person like had feelings for me, but maybe they're just nice, you know? It's not like they're like thinking anything bad about you. They're just thinking that like maybe they're trying to push you into something that you don't want. I love how you're not scared of anything. You have so many layers. A lot of green and pink. They're definitely in their feels about you right now. And I never meant to hurt you. And I think they do worry, like, they're so loyal to you that they're like, they want to make sure that they're right before they decide to, like, walk away from this, because, like, they, even if they're hurt, they don't want to hurt you. Even if they're hurt by you, they don't want to hurt you at all. Like, even just by, like, bettering their own life. It's very, like, their heart is very tied to you. And, like, the thought of causing you pain, I think, is very upsetting to them, and they would never want to do that. But at the same time, they're like, if this is just a game, like a push-pull, like chasing game, like, I'm never gonna win because I love this person too much, so I might as well just, like, stop playing, like, you know? So I don't know, I feel like that's, you always try to be fair. I don't think that they think that you're, like, doing it on purpose. I think that they recognize, like, I care about you so much, but I mean, maybe you just don't have the capacity to care that, or I'm just not the one that makes you care that way for me, you know? Like, it's just not me, even though I really want it to be. So, yeah, that's what I'm getting for you, pile 2. So I would suggest, if that's not the case, I don't know, give this person a little, like, clarity. But if it's the case that, like, what I'm saying is resonating, you're like, wow, that's true, like, you know, like, I don't care about them that much, then maybe it's better just to, like, stay away, because I feel like it's just confusing, like, them based on, like, this reading, because it's just causing them a lot of turmoil. Not that they're blaming you, but, you know, maybe you didn't realize, like, the depth of, like, how they felt, you know what I'm saying? And now that you do, it's like, you know, maybe just, like, knowledge is power, and, like, use that knowledge as best you can. All right, guys, so thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, comment, or subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you subscribe, and I hope you guys have a good day or night wherever you are, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Okay, bye.
Hey, lovey. So if you guys chose pile 3 and this citrine crystal, this is going to be your reading to see how your person's feeling about you, and the Naked Heart Tarot, which we'll get into later. First, we are going to dive into your pre-shuffled oracle cards that I have over here and see how your person's feeling about you. Let's see their overall energy towards you. We have wait, don't rush into it, allow nature to take its course. And we have coyote spirit, trust in divine detours. We have Mercury communication. We have Swan Spirit, time for a deep dive. And Moon feelings. Okay. I was going to say, when I first started tapping into this energy, I feel like a really heavy feeling in my heart. Also, or no, not even in my heart. I'm sorry, that's a lie. In my sacral chakra, like, and my stomach. It's just almost like a sense of urgency, but it also, like, a sense of, like a squirmy kind of a feeling. I don't know how to explain it, but anyway, I think your person is really in their feels right now. I think that the depth of feeling that they have for you sort of overtakes them sometimes and is, like, too much. I think that they really want to communicate with you, but they're making themselves, they're, like, stopping themselves. Your song that I shuffled for you was Unchained Melody by the Righteous Brothers, which is, like, what's in that song? Like, are you still mine? I can't even sing that song. I mean, it's like 20 syllables the way he sings that part, but it's like, wait, I can't, wait. It's like, I've hungered for, oh, and I'm feeling in my stomach, so maybe they're hungry. like they really, like, are hungry to, like, communicate with you, even though this is a coyote. I'm, like, thinking hungry like the wolf. But trust in divine detours. I feel like they understand that it's not the right time. Wait, don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course.
This Mercury energy says words, thoughts, analysis, um, information, learning, trade, ideas, smarts, reporting, awareness, vision, lens, palette, perception, curiosity, narrative, muse, and wonder. Like the planet Mercury, and then we have this, which is like a very logical sort of a planet, and then we have this moon energy, which is very feeling. It says instinct, nurturing, gut reactions. Gut reactions. See, there's something about the gut. Um, comfort, digestion. Okay, that's weird. I was saying hungry. Okay, this home, family, conditioning, habits, femininity, lineage, privacy, embodiment, emotions, sustenance, self-soothing, moods, and mother. I'm getting the sense of that song, like I Want to Run to You by Whitney Houston, where it's like they want to come towards you. Like they are not putting the hand up and saying wait because they like are like, I don't want a relationship. I wouldn't even, I don't know if they do or not, but I'm just, or I haven't gotten into that yet, but it's it's like they want to like curl up with you. I feel like they're going through a rough time right now. They feel like they have other things to sort of work out. But you see on this card, it's like these two bees, and it's almost like they're like circling around, but it's like there's no way to get through. Even if they went around, they're gonna hit the block here. Like there's a block here, there's a block here. Like there's like this 3D crystal. It's like they can't get to you, like, you know. And it's like I think they're trying to trust in this divine detour and like tell themselves this is the right thing, but they're really feeling a strong pull towards you, I would say. But they feel like something keeps like getting in the way. There's just like obstacles in the way, or that it's taking too long. I feel like they're impatient. Like like I was saying, I was getting like a sense of urgency. I think they just want to like sink their teeth into you, like take a deep dive into you, like, you know, whether that's literal or like, you know, metaphorical, like emotionally. Like I feel like their heart is open to you. Like they want, like they think about you and they feel things for you, but like at the same time, like they're seeing that there's a logical reason that this shouldn't happen yet, and they are stopping themselves from rushing into it, even though I think they really really want to. Is kind of like the vibe that I'm getting. And I mean, maybe because that song Unchained Melody, that's from Ghost, so maybe it's like they ghosted you and you're like, hey, like what's going on? And they're just trying to do what they feel is right, but maybe again with the communication, like they haven't, there's some sort of like detour in your communication, like some sort of like, even if you were communicating again, I don't know, like the status isn't like a no contact situation, although I usually assume that it is, like when I do a reading like this. But if anything, I think if you are in contact, like it's definitely decreased. And even if it didn't decrease in frequency, it could have like decreased in like personality, if that makes sense, where like they're just kind of giving you like generic sort of answers and they're not really like being themselves, if you know what I mean. Like they're not, I feel like their communication could be very dry, very to the point, very like cut and dry. But that's, it's almost like they're overwork, like they're working overtime to appear this way because their emotions are so strong. It's almost like they feel like if they like open it up, like there's no putting the genie back in the bottle kind of a thing. And like I think they really are trying to keep their distance from you and trust that this is the right thing for them right now. And even it says gut instincts and things like that. Um it's almost reminding me of like in Harry Potter when Harry knew he had to break up with Ginny because he had to do this whole like quest to find all the Horcruxes, and he's like, it was going to be so hard to like forego his best source of comfort. Like that's what I was just thinking about. So it's like, again, like they understand that they could just kind of curl up with you, and it would almost like be like a balm to like their whatever, like this feeling that I'm feeling in my gut right now, like this sort of like there's some sort of turmoil going on inside of them. And I feel like, yeah, like that would be like almost like a balm. Is balm the right word? lip balm, like for chapped lips. I don't know. Okay, like some sort of like a healing balm. I don't know where that word just came from, but to like whatever they're feeling, like they could just kind of curl up with you. Even like with that mother energy, like, you know, think about it when you're a kid and like, I mean, who do you go to for comfort? Like, I just think that they feel that like you would make them feel better. But at the same time, I think that they're at a point where they almost like want maybe to learn how to make themselves feel better. I mean, we'll dive more into, take a deep dive into their feelings in a minute here, but like, there's something else that maybe they feel like they have to do here. So let's see. But I think they're really thinking about the way that they've been communicating with you, and I think they are worried about it. So let's see. How is pile three's person feeling towards pile three right now? Let's take a deep dive. Okay. We have strength. Leo energy. Could be a Leo you're dealing with. Oh. We have the Eight of Pentacles and the Four of Cups. Oh. We have the Nine of Cups and, oh. All right. I hate, now I just like made that part of it. All right, we're using 6 for this one. I'm sorry. It tricked me. It's like hiding under there. I just wanted to put that there. I don't know why. Okay. And the Innocence of Pentacles, or the Page of Pentacles. And then the Movement of Pentacles, which is the Knight of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. Let me just like fix this so it's like, looks good. Okay, does that look right? You got an extra card, pile 3, you're special. So, let's see. All right. So how is your person feeling about you? Well, first of all, we have the Strength card. And a lot of times strength can talk about, again, like kind of like the energy here of like holding yourself back, even though the feelings are so strong. It's like they're really trying to control and I think get a handle on their more inner impulses. They're trying to just like, because I feel like coyotes are super smart. And I feel like they're trying to like use their smarts instead of like their fire energy here. Does that make sense? Like, again, like I think this could be work related or just that they feel like they have some work to do on themselves. And that's sort of what's causing the holdup here. Like they need to like get themselves straightened out. I'm getting more though, like that they might be seeing it as like, oh, I need to get like my work situation figured out or like my money figured out with the pentacles being here, but it could almost more so be like an inner battle that they have to like get in control, like their self-perceptions, like because strength, like the Strength card isn't like a masculine strength, like, oh, it's like a feminine strength. It's like instead of like controlling something with force, you control it with like gentility. And a lot of times that speaks about like your inner demons and your inner battles and things like that. So I feel like that's what they like need. That's like at the root of this that they need to like attend to, which is like whatever like thoughts they have about themselves, whatever like limiting beliefs they have. They need to sort of like, and I feel like that's what they're trying to do. Not that they need to do it. I feel like that's what they are doing right now. Like they're trying to control themselves because again, like I was saying, like they want to rush into this. And I feel like again, like the back of this card is like super gloomy. And like again, they could be like dreaming about you a lot, fantasizing about you a lot. But it's like this sort of like bittersweet energy because it's like all dark and twisty. Like, I don't know. So maybe they feel like they would just hurt you right now. And then we have the Four of Cups and the Sage, which is the Hermit, which is a Virgo energy. And then the Four of Cups. It's almost like The Four of Cups, it's like, I think they're trying to stabilize their emotions, and that's why they're like spending time with themselves. I think they are kind of like aware of like that their emotions are the root somehow, or that like they're the ones keeping themselves down, and they're trying to like get to the root to figure out like the problem. Yeah, the root. um and I feel like they're getting at that point on their journey where it's like you start applying what you've learned, if that makes sense. Like, they're like sitting with their emotions, literally here on this card. There is some like reading indicated here, also looking at things from a higher perspective, but also being in touch with the root of like the issue. Trying to breed, I just wanted to say, some like emotional satisfaction, but like 9 is a number of like independence. We have 9 here as well too. So I do feel like they're trying to find that emotional, oh look, we're going from an 8 to a 9 here too. So there is definitely growth within this person, but again, this is like calling for them to be on their own right now, figuring this out, figuring out how to provide their own emotional fulfillment so they don't have to seek it out from you. But again, they're just a student, and they're just, I feel like maybe at the beginning of this journey, or of this process, whatever you want to call it. And I feel like there is time to learn, or there are still things to learn, but at the same time, like just the fact that they're open and willing to do this, it's like almost like the sage, like they've already become the master. Oh my god, this isn't the hermit, this is the hierophant. I always think this is the hermit in this deck. I actually just noticed this for the first time. It's not, but anyway, okay, it's still earth energy, it's still like a similar vibe, but I feel like your person feels like they need to be alone right now. Like we have, I was just gonna say these 2 9s, but really this is just a 5. But oh my god. Okay. Wow. I've like literally had this deck for like, I don't know, maybe a year, and I've thought this was the hermit the whole time. Okay. That's funny. I wonder what the hermit actually is. Like, I'm gonna find it. Okay, anyway. But yeah, okay, so sorry. So it's like they're looking at this from all sides. Like they're seeing like their roots, they're like trying to like have a better perspective on their life, they're trying to learn new things, like they're trying to sit with their emotions, maybe they're trying to be better with their money, they're trying to control their more like base impulses, and I would say be nicer to themselves, and yeah, find that emotional stability and fulfillment within themselves instead of like needing to come to you for it. um God bless them. But definitely we have the 9 of Cups here for how they're feeling about you. I would say they look at you in a very high light. You're definitely something that they want to work towards, and maybe like even somebody that inspires them to do this work in the first place. Um, Somebody that has gotten them in touch with their emotions, because with the Sage, and now that I'm thinking that it's Taurus energy, like I feel like your person could be very stubborn. And they could have stubbornly refused to let any emotions into their life for like a long time, but it's like with you, you just kind of like sparked it in them, and even like opened this door for them. And it's like you are sort of like a dream come true for them. Like they just, I feel like, have the sweetest, most innocent feelings towards you. And even though this is like exciting and emotional and things like that, it also feels very stable to them. It feels like you're 2 people that would have a very strong connection, that would like grow into something that would continue building. um and I feel like they're willing to like learn how to do that, even though they feel like a student when it comes to relationships. Like they feel like they don't really know that much. But yeah, like this is all very positive. And even like with the Sage here, maybe they see you in that way, where they've like learned a lot from you about themselves. I just saw you make me so happy when I cut the deck. But yeah, I feel like your person is really like trying to do the right thing right now. They have honorable intentions, and you're heavily on their mind, and they feel so much for you. So don't doubt it. All right, so what would your person want to say to you, pile 3? You keep such a nice home. I'm done fighting this. I know what I want. Yeah, I don't think they're like fighting against this. I think they're like fighting for this in a way that seems almost like counterproductive, because it's almost like they're taking a step back, but they're taking like 1 step back to hopefully take 2 steps forward later. you have such a unique perspective. Yeah, like I was saying, I feel like maybe they see you as some sort of a sage, or like you've like helped them to like look at life this way, like through your conversations or something like that. I never meant to hurt you came out in like every pile. You're so sweet. And even if they haven't hurt you, maybe they just feel like they don't want to, and they're almost have to like protect you from themselves right now until they're in a more like emotionally stable energy. Or maybe like something that like they're trying to work on is how to be less selfish, because I feel like they could be someone that's like a little bit selfish, and that's what their love scares me. I see, but we'll put that back. What would pile 3's person want to say? You smell so good. You're badass. That came out in pile 1. What else? Oh, okay. We'll just take those. We have you always have such nice things to say. And then, oh, can you hear my Leo snoring? Is what's in my head actual guidance or wishful thinking? I feel like we connect on every level, and you see the good in everyone. I shouldn't cover that up. So definitely they think the world of you. You're sweet, you're badass. You connect with them on every level. Like, you smell good, you see the good in everything, you have a unique perspective, you keep a nice home. Like, you're just, you always have nice things to say. So I don't know. This is definitely very complimentary of you. I think the fact that most of these were like complimentary things towards you is telling me that like it's not you, it's me. Like, I need time. It has nothing to do with you, and I'm not fighting this anymore. Like, I'm not resisting it. I just have to like take the time that I need to like get myself in like a right space emotionally. So, all right, pile 3, that is your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. If you did, please like, comment, or subscribe to my channel. Would love to have you. And I hope you guys have a good day or night, and I'll catch you in the next reading, okay? Bye.